Human sex trafficking is a problem all across the country, with advocacy groups estimating 100,000 to 150,000 victims nationwide.
Our Spotlight on America team recently got a rare look at how law enforcement often finds these victims when they get caught in undercover sting operations.
National investigative correspondent Angie Moreschi was embedded with a massive human trafficking sting in Florida and has a closer look at the unique effort to rescue victims.
This exclusive hidden camera video shows a human trafficking victim identified during the sting.
You look good. Thank you.
While we were embedded at this Central Florida hotel with the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
We rescue a lot of people with these human trafficking operations. No one has the right to treat a human being like their property.
Sheriff, here we are in the takedown room.
Sheriff Grady Judd is behind the undercover operation and granted us rare behind-the-scenes access.
All right, move in, take them down.
To see how they conduct these stings with hidden camera surveillance. Both alleged customers and suspected prostitutes caught. A total of 255 people were arrested during the 9-day mission.
Are you from? You? From here?
And 4 human trafficking victims were identified.
What we see many times, these human traffickers, they'll actually brand or tattoo their ladies. That just fires me up.
Well, I was scared that you are a cop.
Judd says often victims initially deny they need help, too afraid of backlash from their traffickers.
Most of them fear their human trafficker much more than they fear the criminal justice system.
I met my trafficker on a dating app when I was 19.
Olivia Littleton is a human trafficking survivor, and she knows that fear well.
You get stuck and you don't feel like you know what to do, how to get out.
She says she spent 3 years under the control of a trafficker and wants you to know victims can come from any background.
I was a student athlete at Georgetown University throughout the entirety of my trafficking.
Olivia is now the anti-trafficking team supervisor for One More Child.
Traffickers are just really good at telling you what you want to hear and trying to find your vulnerabilities and exploiting what you need.
We talked with her at the Sting, where she and members of other non-governmental organizations, NGOs as they're called, were also embedded to counsel victims on the spot.
They feel more comfortable because we don't have a badge on.
Sheriff Judd says many trafficking victims come into the country illegally and are forced to pay off their debt to so-called coyotes.
They're paying $15,000, $20,000 to human traffickers. They're told you just have to work it off.
Let's do one order. Perfecto?
This woman, identified by law enforcement as a victim, is an undocumented migrant. She left her 4-year-old child in the car with a suspected trafficker who was also arrested.
All right, let's go.
After suspects are taken off to jail, the NGOs follow up with victims, offering them counseling and services.
You have the ability to rewrite the narrative and do something more from here.
Trafficking victims arrested do still face charges, but if they cooperate with law enforcement to catch the trafficker, there is a provision in Florida law which makes it possible to drop the charges. For Spotlight on America, I'm Angie Moreschi.